This is a batten workout. If you don't have a batten, you can use a wooden spoon, a rolling pin or a scarf twisted. Keep a little tension if you're using a scarf, just sliding the hands along the thighs to start with. If you're using a scarf, it should be taut. Take the arms a little higher. If you can, take it to shoulder height. If that's not comfortable for you, just keep the arms at whatever level is comfortable for you. Well done. Okay, keep breathing, sitting tall, chin retracted. We're going to take it to a circle round. You don't have to be in time, just do what feels good for you. Other way. Last one, we're going to take it to a row on the right. So row, row. Last one, change sides. So you're pulling with that hand that's on the bottom. 3, 4, keep it smaller if you need to. Let's do singles and row. Pretend we're on the canal, out in the fresh air. Take it back to that push. And again, if that's uncomfortable on your arms, you can take it a little bit lower. Well done. So this is our warm-up exercise. I need you to hip walk forward in your chair. Think of your posture, pull your tummy in, shoulders back, chin retracted. Start rugging the shoulders. Change to the feet. Let's touch the toes out in front. Just a little movement for now. We're still warming up. Back to the shoulders. We're going to circle them back. Circle. So as you circle back, try and squeeze those shoulder blades together. It doesn't have to be in time with the music. To your right foot, we're going to heel and toe, heel and toe. 3, 2, 1, and change sides. Heel and toe. 3, 2, coming back. Let's do alternating shoulder shrugs. And the other side. So a little lean over. Across. A little twist from the waist. Doesn't have to be very big. Lifting the heels, alternate right and left, right and left. Two heels together. Together. Open and together. Let's take the feet to do that too. Out and in. And around. So the next exercise is a scarf routine, holding your scarf in the middle if it's long, so that you've got a little bit of movement. In your right hand, we're going to start with toe taps. Just tapping the toes, just lifting and lowering the toes, in time with the music if you can. Keep the movement smaller if you need to. Sitting tall, forward on your chair so that you've got the movement. Let's start with an infinity sign, a figure of 8 on the side. If you can make it nice and big and move the body, great. If not, just do what you can. Okay, left leg comes out in front and sliding the other hand the opposite way if you can. Don't worry if you've not got it the same way. It really doesn't matter, just getting the movement. If you're happy, have both arms going. Let's take it to a comb the hair. So those that aren't happy with this, if it's too much for your shoulders, just take it to a nice up and down with the hand. Lift, lift, up. Take it across to the other hand, circling, or figure of 8. Forward and back. Taking it. So as your right foot is forward, scarf's in the left hand. Don't worry if you're the opposite way round, it's not the end of the world as long as you do both sides. Just comb that hair or do your little mini bicep curl. And in a moment we're going to go to round the houses. Those that can't take it behind, just take it in front again. So forward, side, behind if you can, if not take it in front. Keep it slower if it's too much. It doesn't have to be in time with the music. Change direction. Well done. If you can't quite get it, make up your own thing. As long as it doesn't hurt, you're moving, which is the important thing. If you can keep the toes tapping, great. Let's just throw that scarf and catch. Throw the scarf and catch. Throw the scarf and catch. Take it back into your right hand. Finishing off. Follow it with your eyes, change hands. That head moving. If it feels uncomfortable or you feel dizzy, then leave that bit out, that's fine. Last few, just throw it and catch. Throw and catch. Well done. This is a marching routine, so you need to hip walk forward on your chair. Start with toe taps. Try and lift those toes as high as you can. Take it to a jogger's walk, so lifting alternating heels. You can add some arms if you wish, just keep it gentle. Take it to a march, keep those feet low for now, nice and quiet. And again. Now we're going to take it to a V-step, right leg forward, so right, left, bring it back, change sides to the left, left foot back in, to the right, and left. Take it up to speed. Add some arms if you wish. If it's too much, then leave the arms out. We're still trying to change the lead leg each time. So there's jogger's walk, you're lifting the heels. Basic march. Nice light feet. Ready for that V-step, take it out, out, in, change leg. Right side, left side. Heel digs in front. So just pushing that heel out. Add an upper arm swing if you wish. Let's march it, 3, 2, 1, and clap. the jogger's walk. So just lifting those heels. And march. Light feet, but lifting the whole foot off the ground. That V-step, right leg first. Right leg, left leg, right leg. Don't worry too much if you can't get the order. Just keep moving. You're still going to be getting the exercise. Beautiful. Well done. Sitting forward in your chair, please ensure you actually move from the hip, not just take the foot out to the side. So the whole knee is moving out to the side of this movement. Out, in. 3, 4, other side. Take it out. 2. Change for 2. And change. Singles. Make it as small as you need to be comfortable. Try and make sure that movement is coming from the hip and the knees taking it out to the side. Let's take it to a box step. Forward, forward, back, change sides. Blade with the left, left, right, right side, right, left, right, left, left. Double time if you can. If that's too much for you, then by all means take it half speed. Change with the arms, so this time just lifting the heels. From the top, taking it out to the side, so 4. Change for 4. 4 again on the right. 4 on the left. 2 each side. Singles. Box step. If you want to go double time, please do. This exercise works our hips and our thighs, so the side of the legs here. I want you to walk forward on your chair so that your feet are flat on the floor and there's plenty of room, so you're as far forward as you can on the chair. Make sure you're stable. You're going to take your feet and knees together, place the band across the top of your thighs, 3 or 4 inches from the knee joint, so there's plenty of room to wrap. Take the band underneath and wrap it over the top, so you've got 2 layers on the top and 1 underneath. If you've got a piece loose flapping on the side, that doesn't really matter. You take your hands onto the top to secure it, and then take your legs back to hip width apart. And all we're going to do is allow the knees to drop out to the side, and then come back. Don't allow your knees to touch in the centre, so we're coming from centre and out. Taking it outwards and back in. During this exercise, you're going to feel this working here. As usual, just do as many as you're comfortable doing. Stop when you've had enough, or rest and join back in. So you should already have your band wrapped around your knees, ready to go. Your feet are flat on the floor, you're nice and secure. And just opening out and release. Now, how difficult this is will depend on the strength of your band. If you're finding this a little bit easy, make sure that you did have your knees together when you put this band around your legs, and if needs be, go back and tighten it. But what you can also do to make it a little harder is to hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back to hip width apart, so the knees aren't touching, taking back out, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave that up to you. You can keep it single time. You can count for 2, 3, 4 or 5. Again, listen to your body. If you've had enough, if your hips are beginning to hurt, have a rest and come back and do the workout with us another day. I'm going to keep going for just a few more. If you are still going now, I'm going to suggest next time you do the workout, you do the pause out for up to 5 seconds, just to ensure that you get the best workout for the amount of time you've got available. This exercise is to strengthen the upper back, but you might also feel it across the chest. Palms facing the ceiling. You're going to place the band in your hands. Bring the elbows back against the side of the body, closing the hands over the band, and you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together, keeping the elbows close to the body. Control it out and slowly back in. To make it easier, take the hands a bit further apart. To make it harder, hands come closer together, but you're keeping those elbows back the whole time. We're still with our right leg. Make sure that foot is securely on top of the band. We don't want it flicking up in your face. Walking the dog hold. Feet hip width apart. Pulling those abdominals, and we're going to lift and push. Bring it in and down. And as with all our exercises, we're going to ensure that we only do as many as we're comfortable doing. So if that leg really starts to ache, give it a rest. You can join back in. If you don't do very many, then maybe you need to make sure you come back and join us in the next workout, just to keep improving your strength, keep those muscles working well. So don't forget, when you've had enough, you rest. I'm going to do a couple more just for those who can. Anyone still going now, then I'm going to ask you to hold that leg in that position for a couple of seconds before you release. My suspicion is most of you didn't make that last hold, but wonderful if you did. Let's change sides. So exactly the same thing. Make sure that foot's secure before you start. Knee comes up on its own. Using the push, so that hands are pulling away at the same time as the leg goes away from the body. Lift, push, lift, down, lift, push, return and down. A few more if you can, but don't forget, you stop when you've had enough. For those that are still going, just hold it there for a couple of seconds if you can. Really get that thigh moving. I'm suspecting again, most of you didn't manage that. That was really working my thighs quite hard. Well done. For today's balance exercise, we're going to do tandem standing. I'm going to ask you to start by bringing both feet together. Hold on to your chair if you need to. If your balance is a bit better, that's fine, you can let go, but have the chair nearby. And then just see, if you take your hand away, are you beginning to wobble? Now, If you're fairly stable there, we're going to take it on a level by sliding your right foot forward. Now I want you to keep your head up for this exercise, but for a moment look down and check that both feet are pointing forward, that you haven't got them turning out now. And again, feel that balance. So this is a half tandem stand. And if you can let go, do. You might feel a little bit of a wobble here. It's to be expected. If you need to hold the chair, that's fine too. Now the next bit, some of you may find too difficult. If it's uncomfortable on your hips, then stay with one of the previous versions. But if you can, take that heel in front so that your feet are in alignment. And try and take it to either a finger or take the hand away. You are going to wobble a bit here. Even the most stable of people are going to wobble in this position. If that's uncomfortable, but you want to try a slightly harder version, you can take the feet just a little bit wider. Have a quick peep, check, are your feet pointing forward? If you take them out to the side, that defeats the object of the exercise. So both feet pointing forward. So I am doing the hardest version of this exercise. Tummy engaged, chin retracted. Okay, bring the feet back so they're next to each other. Now this time, I'm going to ask you again, keep looking forward, head up, slide that foot halfway forward. If you can take the hand away, great. If you can't, don't worry too much. Pulling that tummy in, keeping that head up in line. Now if you can, slide that foot forward. Now if on the other side you found you had to take the feet wider that way, then please do. But if you can do heel to toe, do. Again, look down. Very easy to turn the toe out. So check it and then bring the head up. If you can take the hands away, if you can see I'm wobbling here, it is quite difficult. So that was a challenge today. Well done. So we're going to stretch the back of the lower leg, the calf muscle. So hip walk forward in your chair. Make sure your feet are firmly on the ground. And I'm going to ask you to straighten that right leg and then pull the toes back up towards you, flexing the foot, and then slide that heel a little bit further away if you can until you feel the stretch in the back of that lower leg. And we're going to hold that for at least 8 seconds, but preferably closer to 20. If it starts to feel like it's going to cramp, then ease off. But if you can hold it longer, please do. Okay, and release. Let's take it to the other side. Sliding the left leg away this time until it's straight. Pull the toes back against the body, towards the body. Extend that heel away until you feel the stretch and hold. Now this is going to help keep the mobility and flexibility in your lower body. And if we hold it for a longer period of time, you're going to develop the amount of mobility, the amount of flexibility in that muscle. I'm going to ask you to do that once more on each side. This time we're going to try and hold it a little bit longer if you can. So sliding the leg away, flex that foot up, extend the heel if you can, and hold. The other side, so left leg this time slides away, flex that foot, extend the heel away. and release. We're going to stretch our hamstrings, so the back of our thighs. What I want you to do is sit forward on your chair, make sure you're nice and secure, and take your right leg out straight in front. Take the heel up. Hands come onto the bent leg. You're going to sit nice and tall, and you're going to fold from the waist until you feel the stretch in the back of that leg. So it doesn't have to be very far. Keep that head up, keep that chin retracted. It's not about how far forward you come, it's about getting the stretch in the back of the leg. And we're going to hold that for a few moments to try and loosen the back of that leg by stretching it. And release. Come to the other side. So again, taking the left leg out in front, lift that heel, sit tall, hands on the bent leg, sit tall, keep that chin retracted, and fold forward from the waist until you feel the stretch in the back of the leg. And now I'm going to get you to come back to the other side, the first side. So right leg out, hands on the left leg, and fold. So pull your tummy in, retract your chin, keep those shoulders and neck relaxed. So just a reminder, this is a hamstring stretch. We're stretching through the back of the leg, so you should be feeling a comfortable stretch. So it doesn't matter if you're here or a long way further forward. I'm very, very flexible in my hamstrings, so I can come quite a long way forward. A lot of you will be a lot further up and still be feeling that stretch. You might also feel it a little bit in your lower back. I'm going to ask you to sit back in your chair. We're going to do a sideways lean. Now, anyone who has blood pressure problems, you need to keep your arms below the head for this one. If you don't, then I will show you a slightly more advanced version for those who wish it. This is really good for improving your posture, getting a bit of mobility in the side of the rib cage, which is also going to help your breathing. For those that can reach up above, it's also going to help with your ability to reach up into cupboards. But again, it's mainly about the balance and mobility in the sides of the body. So, arms to the side, and keeping the head in line, you're just going to reach down, back up, and to the other side. Now try not to let your head drop as you do this. Now, if you want to do the harder version, you're going to take the arm up, reach over. Again, it's not about moving the head. It's coming from the torso, from the side of the body, so that you're feeling that stretch. As I was saying, so you're feeling the stretch sort of here, in the back side of the ribs, along this area here. Sitting comfortably on your chair, try and sit upright, circle the shoulders back. Bringing your right hand up and the left hand in the opposite direction, pushing it up and down. Try and make the movement go with your breath. Taking nice, deep, long breaths, opening up the chest. I want you to grab as if you're holding a ball and keep the hands the same width apart. You do bubble circles. Let's change direction. So we're keeping the hands below head height. Okay. Taking your right hand across. Think of clouds, change hand, other side. So cross in front of your eyes and release, other side. That is our cloud. Next time we're going to push the leaves across at the same time. Don't worry, if you're struggling with this, just stick with the clouds. Bring the hands back. Think of that ball and expand and contract. Taking one hand slightly higher than the other. And to the other side. And resting your hands on your thighs. Circle the shoulders back. Bring the hands up and just wiggle your fingers. Move up and down as if you're playing a keyboard. Getting some movement in your fingers. Just sunset circles, bringing the hands back down. Keeping your breath low, deep and strong. Well done. See you next time.